99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yeah, good morning. Once again, you're welcome to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, brought to you by MTN. I remember this morning, Sharif, it was said that MTN is going to donate some. I want to use this opportunity to appeal to them not to forget me. Please put me in that. But after the program this morning, I got some people who showed me that, sent me some evidence that they have actually registered. And it takes notes, Dr. Ayeni, for example, sent me something. He was given a slip. And he'll be able to, get vaccinated at a date of his choice and a place of his choice. Also, Rachel Jaja, Lekki too has registered, and she likewise. So I did get a few responses. So please go out there, register online. And I'd rather die of the vaccine than die of COVID. That's the much I would say. But today is not the day of COVID. Today is Wednesday when we take it nice and easy. Today is Dear Bunmi Day, as usual. Most of you know who Dear Bunmi is. I don't think I need to go around the same description all the time. And besides, my guest, Rita Egu, a.k.a. also known as Mama Ankara, she is very, very conversant. And what she said is that, Jimi, she's epic. So she said, Jimi, I'm ready for you. Jimi, I'm ready for you. Rita, good morning.
Good morning.
Ankara.
Yeah.
What started out as, would I call it a prank, really? Way back then, about 4 years ago, right? On
Almost,
Facebook,
yeah.
selling Ankara, and now it's boomed into a big... You don't get to a house now, Abi.
I should be having one, though. I'm planning to.
Yeah, because I see that you've done quite so well.
I think I'll call my room a warehouse because I have Ankara from the bottom to the top, no space.
In your room?
Yes.
There's space in my room now. There's no space in my room for Ankara, but I have an extra bed. Yeah. So that's nice. And how's your daughter? She's doing very well.
Yes, she's very well.
She's in her 4th year, right?
Almost 4th year. She just left for school this morning.
You won't be a grandma. You don't go, and you don't look anywhere near.
Yeah.
If I take a look at what.
Kosarubongana.
Okay, morning everybody. You're welcome to Dear Bunmi today. I hope Grandma is listening. Remember, we'll open up our lines 0700 993 993 993, and of course we will also open up the female line. Oga Sharif has the waiver that one gentleman had has been overruled by Oga Sharif, so there's no waiver. Even if you have the thinnest of voices, it has to go through the main line. Okay. Let's get down to business because we have a whole lot of things to do. Rita, you have this one like father, like son. This one, I need to make amends. This one, she wants to combine both family names. You women, maybe you're Rita Egu. You now marry Jimi Disu. Now want to be called Rita Egu, Jimi Disu. So that of all the Disus, then go do the one will be your husband. And this one says, once a cheat, always a cheat. This is Munirat. And this one says, I miss my daughter so much. What happened, we'll find out. And not all men fancy flashy women. I think we dealt with this some time ago. Let me start with I need to make amends. This is a mail written by a lady called Dorothy. Do you have any man who is Dorothy? No, I don't think so.
No, never. Never heard of a man called Dorothy.
And she says that for close to 10 years, I was married to a man who was a control freak and very abusive to my family. Oh, no. It got so bad that he threatened to kill me if I saw my family or attended any of their functions. I was so terrified of him that I took his threat seriously and cut off all contacts with my family and friends. That's the first mistake she made. But now she says, now I'm divorced from the brute, and for the first time in a long time, recognize him for the spineless coward he is, or he was. I very much like to get back in touch with the people he forced me to cut off contact with, but I'm worried what they will think after I've ignored them for so long. I don't know why any woman should subject herself to a control freak. I'm totally against it. Neither do I think any man should also subject himself to a control freak. I'm totally against it. I think that marriage should be a thing of convenience. It should be a thing of joy. there should be a strong element of trust. If you don't have if any one of you has issues, go sort it out. But to have you do have a lot of men these days that are control freaks. They just freak the woman out until she's almost going crazy. What do you think?
Well, I actually think most of the men or women that are control freaks, whatever they do stems from what had happened in their past.
You reckon?
Their upbringing, yes. I've met a lot of them like that. It's what they received at home that they give out to the
You've
the
met
people
or
they
you've
meet.
dated?
I have met.
Oh, okay. Not dated.
No, I haven't.
Would you
Well,
date?
let's not go there.
Okay, we'll be there. The answer is very
Yeah, okay.
We'll not go there. But if you had dated a control freak, how did you get out of it?
It took a lot to get out of, because first and foremost, he said, "You cannot leave me. I'm the one that will leave you."
He told you that?
Yes. And even when I had to lock my door, like, I'm not going to be home. I don't want to answer his calls. I don't want to talk to him. He was trailing me everywhere. Yeah. I remember one day I went to see a friend somewhere on Adinogusoya. Immediately I entered the house, I received the call, and it was him. "What are you doing in that white house with the white gate?" I said, "How did you know?" I came out and looked. I didn't see him, but apparently he trailed me there. They want to control everything you do. They even want to control what you eat and what you wear.
But for me, it's some kind of mental imbalance. And that's what it is. And a complete lack, it's insecurity.
It's madness.
It's madness. And once you recognize that, what I usually tell any woman or man for that matter is take a walk. Call his bluff and take a walk.
How do you take a walk? When you have left him, you have moved a few of your things to a friend's place to spend 2 weeks, and your friend is telling you there's a guy looking for you outside, and you go outside, it's him.
No. There you can. That's why, for example, you have in Lagos State what they call Office of something Defender. Lagos Office of
Office of the Public Defender.
Of the Public Defender.
Yeah, you have it now. You didn't have it in my time.
In your time, but now it is there. I've had a few cases referred to them.
I have referred a lot.
They will take him down.
Immediately.
They will take him down.
Yes.
And you see, do not think you can manage it. I keep telling women, you cannot manage that situation.
You can't.
What would end up happening is that you will be the next not case.
And as a matter
because
of
you will
fact,
lose your mind.
some of those men are very dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah, they can do anything to you.
You have a man who says all the time he wants to do video call. Where are you? I'm with Jimi. Let me speak to Jimi. I haven't seen him for a long
How
time.
am I sure you are in Jimmy's place?
Oh, you're in Jimi's place. He usually starts people thinking it is love.
Yeah, you think it's love. You feel so loved and protected. Oh, he loves me so much.
He does not love you.
He does not.
He don't Chris.
Where any?
How do you say we're any in Efik?
Idan. Ata Idan.
So I'm going to be telling somebody this is Ataida.
If you want to make it pain more, Ataida, like double the madness.
So I can say to the person, Ataida.
Ataida.
Very good. I'm pointing my finger at
No,
you.
not
Ataida. I feel so sorry especially for the men also face this problem, but only a weakling of a man would. You must be, you must be. Now we're not even talking of jealousy per se. You're talking of control freaks. See, this one has messed up to the point where he says that she shouldn't even have anything to do. What the hell are you doing?
Because they have to cut you off from family and friends to really deal with you. Yeah. So by the time he's done with you, sometimes you feel maybe I should just stay and continue to take it instead of going home, because you've already burnt the bridges over there.
This also applies sometimes. We find some of them, they won't even let you walk. But here you are.
That's the first thing they stop.
Yeah, but here you are. You're married to a man. You're not a signatory to his account. You don't know what, in reality, such people, you don't know what work they do. You don't know what he's up to. For all you know, and for all you care, you could have 3 other families
scattered all over the place.
I didn't know Gosoya and Ogba
and
Lekki. Why Bode Thomas? And Lekki. So my advice, I think we agreed on that you should, for even if you have, because some of them are so smart, they cover it up, and they think that once you are married, that's the end. I say to people, I've seen cases where you get married in the morning and the woman just walks out in the evening. There's no shame in that.
Of course.
Once you realize that you've made a very crucial mistake, just walk out.
Yeah, that's why I always
Just
use
walk out.
I use my page to tell women, look, don't marriage is good. It's nothing wrong with marriage, but stop making people feel as if they've lost something not being in marriages.
You haven't lost
You get. So most of them stay there to be Mrs. Somebody. You know, even under such
I don't think
circumstances.
it's that. The world has changed.
It has.
I mean, Rita, here is a world now where you can buy a child off the shelf, either through adoption or you can go to the sperm
yeah,
bank.
in vitro. Yeah.
You know, and you can go to the sperm bank and you can determine which one is. I wonder where at the sperm bank where they get all those sperms from, though.
People
Are they
donate
donors?
them. Yes, they are donors.
Maybe I should go donate. I think I
People
should.
donate them.
To Fred Soccer, but then if I donate and they end up producing like 15 Jimi Disu. but before I do that, I need the permission of my because my children will kill me. They were here about a month
Yeah,
ago.
I hear them.
And they said that they don't want
A baby, another baby Jimmy.
another baby Jimmy. But I feel one needs to contribute his own to society to make some other people happy.
Will that be your own way of contributing?
Yes,
How
now,
you
I don't
contrib-
have money to contribute to the Red Cross and go chop the money. You can't chop my sperm. I mean, hey, it's free.
That's ridiculous.
But I'm actually, I think it's not such a bad idea.
But how will you feel knowing that you have children out there you may never know or see?
No, you donated the sperm. You're not thinking of the children. What all you're doing is to make, and it had been in a traditional setting way back. Only that in this case, it would be, they had gone to call one brother
To come and help them do the
brother
work.
Keneko
It's
to
true.
come and do the work and pay
yes.
him off.
Even not even far brother. It can be older brother to hobby.
Yeah, but that's even close. Sometimes it's the gardener or whatever.
No, this one. The woman has a choice. Sometimes she's asked to go source for her.
Yes, sometimes the husband allows. What I tell people is, it's a different world. We're all in the same world physically, but we are at different levels.
Yeah.
And therefore, you will never find me putting pressure on anybody to go get married.
At all.
I'm not,
At all.
I don't think we bring children to this world so that they can go through suffering just because they want to be Mrs. or Mr.
Yeah.
as the case may be.
Absolutely.
So,
And people should learn to stop telling people, when are you getting married? When are you getting married? You know, those
no,
things
you
are
shouldn't do
pressure.
that.
So it's,
You shouldn't do that.
you know, those are the things that push. When are you having a child? You
shouldn't
got
do
married
that.
2 years ago, so you don't have a child
You
yet.
shouldn't
You
do
know,
that.
womb watchers.
We some of us older generation, people our own generation, have this thing that, I brought this child to the world so he can give me grandchildren. No. If you want grandchildren, go look for them. So if you have, it's a bonus.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I love my grandsons to bits. Love them. You can see the video where they were chanting Jimmy. But even then, I wouldn't put any of my kids under pressure that they must get married or they must have children. It's a matter of choice. It's a new world.
There are lots of girls who have had to.
And it's a practical world. It's a practical world. You now have people, we soon get there in Nigeria where people will say, look, I don't want to get married. I don't want to sign any paper.
Period.
So
I have friends like that now.
Yes, we can.
And that's fine. I have friends who have even adopted children.
No, that's
And they're not married and they're fine.
As far as look, it's like the other day we were having arguments over DNA. I will never do a DNA unless it's statutory. Unless I'm compelled to, either by law or by circumstance.
So as long as the person has
As long
got
as
the child,
look,
you will collect.
for me, the way it works out is once you've had an intimate relationship with a woman,
You should be expecting a
you
child.
should be what did you think when you were planting the
Yeah,
seed?
you should be
You expected
expecting
it to
a
grow.
child.
So
Yeah.
when the child comes, you take it. Lock, stock, and barrel. Except, of course, if it's so glaring, where let's say the lady was you, the child now comes out with slit eyes and is a Chinese. There. Okay, so she says that she doesn't know. She should just go and make up with all the people, all her people,
Yeah.
and apologize.
They'll be
to
happy
them. They'll be happy she's back.
alive.
So that takes care of Dorothy. What's the time? Wow.
You have time.
Sorry?
Yes, you have 3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. This one, Moazu, says that my fiancé and I are set to get married soon. I want to get married. She has told me she sees no reason why she should take my surname. I believe she should be proud to, but she says she doesn't see any reason why she has to give up her own individuality. She has offered to hyphenate her names, but I think that's just ridiculous. I'm a traditional man and I find the attitude irritating. If she's not going to be proud to take my name, I'm not sure I want to go through with the wedding. What's wrong with the man? What's in a name? I'd be more than happy, especially if the woman is a professional and has made her name, for her to
want to maintain it.
Yes,
Yeah.
what's in the name? Why do we? But again, why do we fuss over these things? Must the woman I marry be a Mrs. Disu? She doesn't have to be.
Doesn't have to.
If she's a professional, she's a Rita Egu like you. You are Rita Egu, so
Yeah.
it's a wrong example.
Yeah, like Rita Egu Disu.
You put Jimi in front.
Okay, Rita Egu Jimi Disu.
So
Oh yeah,
that the form where you go feel go long.
Yes, a lot of women these days are no longer doing that.
Yes, because also if they've established their names, don't forget some of the women are even getting older.
Yeah.
At 40, 45, somebody who has been
Rita Egu, for
Rita
instance,
Sherif,
all
for
her
example.
life.
Now you want her to be Rita Disu. Then you keep asking, who is she? Where's the Rita Disu to see?
Unless if the name is going to open doors, I'm sure the woman will want to.
No, my argument is this. The choice should be open.
It should be open.
What is it?
It should be open.
This is another control freak.
Yes,
This is the beginning.
It's also control.
And I
I
think the woman should take a walk.
No, but if you maintain the name and your hobby comes to say you must change it, that's where the control starts from. But modern men these days don't bother with that.
You don't bother. You just
Don't
want to.
bother
You
with
don't
that.
bother with all these things. I think that the less paperwork you have in the things that we do, the less complicated they will be.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know. I don't want to ask Sherry because he's very busy. I'd have asked him if he would insist that, but he's already married anyway, so we can't go there.
I'm sure his wife is maybe like a Louisa Sherif Quadri.
Yes, no.
Is that part of her name?
I don't know.
Oh, she's maintaining her name. Oh wow.
Oh, she's maintaining her name.
That's beautiful.
Let people hear you at home. They can see you. Let people. No, seriously, if she's a professional, like she's a broadcaster, she's a, you know. And
No, but broadcasters, I remember people like Ruth Benemesia.
she added Opia
She
to
had added Opia to her name.
this is not in Ruthie's case, but in a lot of cases, people who marry broadcast people who they want to latch onto the. You understand? Says join my name there, so
Okay,
that they will know
so that they will know that.
yes. There are a few cases like that. I need to take a break. Okay. Whilst you are selling Ankara, this is what I sell my voice, and this is what brings the money.
Okay,
It's
fine.
it's the daily digest with Jimmy Disu brought to you by MTN, and it's Dear Bunmi Day, and I have Rita Egu, also known as
Mama
Ankara. Yes, and we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll open our lines so that you can join the discussion. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
You know as body dey totori you anytime you dey download and watch plenty videos. Like say tomorrow not day. That's so one corner of your brain go dey tell you say, as e dey sweet you so, make you remember say na your pocket go hear am o. My brother, my sister, the truth be say that one na before o. Now when you buy data with the last with skinny money on top MTN, you go jollificate 10 gigabyte data for 3,000 naira and 20 gigabyte data for 5,000 naira. Plus say they go come sama you 4 gigabyte awoof data for take watch YouTube videos for the data network with the reliable. Shikina, just dial *131# for take turn up your ogbonge data for shikini money on top MTN. Terms and conditions dey.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
My name is Data Lover Joe Mapel. Any woof I go know I'm well. MTN Pulse don't come ring my bell. What's this I hear of data just for the night? You see, I'm a very, very big guy, but I don't joke with my gigabytes. So MTN get the free guy with this
MTN calls. Do you? Dial *406# to join. Everywhere you go, MTN.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yeah, you welcome back to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and sponsored by MTN. And I have Rita Ego, Mama Ankara. Is it Mama Ankara or Mama Ankara?
Mama Ankara is,
How much is the cheapest Ankara?
1.5.
How much is the most expensive?
Sometimes it can go up to 25,000.
Irony.
Yep.
This is ordinary Ankara.
Yes,
This is
so
Tukutu.
the higher,
Can you
higher,
explain-
it has grades, cotton.
Can
grades
you
of
explain
cotton.
to me why a woman would buy Ankara for 1.5 and then sew it with 15,000? I don't understand how that works.
It's just crazy.
Oh, you don't do that?
I don't. Why should I? Look at what I'm wearing.
That's true. This is Ankara. That's
Yeah,
right.
this is Ankara.
Oh, this is all you wear, really, have you?
This is
No, I saw
mostly
you
what
wanted
I
the
wear,
skirt
but
and
no,
blouse, but it was
you
not
had
Ankara.
already announced me as Mama Lankara, so I have to show them what I do.
You came to sell your product.
No, I didn't come to sell my product. My products sell themselves.
Mrs. Chidi will
Everybody
deal
will
with you.
wear Ankara.
She will
Everybody
deal
wears.
with you. She's waiting for you to Okay, let me take Munirat. Munirat. We used to joke when we were young that some names either end with rat or cat. Either Munirat or city cats. We used to joke. Anyway, Munirat says that my partner is in his 40s and was married before. He is a widower and has confessed that all the time he was married, he had girlfriends, which his wife condoned. The woman just left him, but let him have his girlfriends. And we currently live together, and anytime I can't account for where he is, I instantly assume he's shagging someone somewhere. Once a flirt, always a flirt. Am I right? No, you are not. Everybody likes space. It's not every time that a man is not by your side that he's with another woman. I don't know why people
No,
assume
but
that.
this is not just a man. This is a man who has confessed to being with
And
your...
so what? It doesn't still mean that every time he's not with her, he's with another woman.
I'd rather think...
And
it is
in any case, he could have been burnt out. He's already in his 40s. He
at-
can't get value.
Life begins at 40 for some
It
people.
is a bobo. You can't get good value at 40. you just be throwing water at the back of
It could be also a motivation to see if there's still something there.
Nah.
He might just be trying to see if he can...
No, my major thingy here is that where you just assume that every time it's like
It's safer to assume, and that's why
it's safer to assume.
it's safer to assume. That's why for some people, keep your past. Don't talk about it. So
what
when
did-
you've told me that this is what you did all through the last relationship, why should I think that you're not doing
I'm
it
going
now?
to quote the person who sat in this chair last week and who said that my past will not be my nemesis. Is that what it is? Mimi. Philip, you are here now. Where is he? He's behind the pillar. He's gone now. He said something that said that my past will not be. The past is the past.
But don't tell me about it then. You can't
Eh.
tell me that I was married and I was with a lot of girls in my marriage, and now so I'm the saint that is going to stop you. I'm going to make sure you're not.
But isn't that due
putting me under
diligence?
risk.
Isn't he telling you with style that you can never be the only one? No. Fela told his wife then when they got married. We have read the books he told her. And he showed it. But the general assumption of most Nigerian women is that every man is a flirt.
No, not every man is. Not every man is.
Do you know a man who is not a flirt?
Oh yes, I do.
Can you point to him?
You want me
If
to?
he's around here. Or
In
do you
this
have
room?
his photograph?
Inside this place?
Yes.
No. He's.
Huh?
You are there. Are you the one? You're
I
not the
didn't
one.
say I'm the one. I said, can you point
way.
to him?
I cannot point to him. There's none there. None.
I also know some women who are not flirts, who are loyal to their husbands and spouses.
For instance,
But
like me, you know.
How can I point to you? Why you didn't point to me?
No, but it's true. If you go into a relationship telling your partner how I actually met someone like that a long time ago, and I found that all we were talking about were his
Escapade.
yes, all the things he had. So to me, I mean.
So what did
after-
you do?
Of course I do.
You agree for them?
At the grace, I
You
no
not
agree.
agree?
I no agree. He still come me there before yesterday safe. 4 years after. Oh.
So it's just 4 years ago.
4 years ago. You know what I told him?
Eh.
I said it's because you didn't conquer this territory. That's why you keep calling. If you had conquered it, you would have been long gone. So this territory remained
That
unconquered.
is what Nedu said last week here.
It's true.
He said some men can wait 10 years.
4 good years. When I saw his call last week, I said, this one still there.
He never
He
tire.
never tire.
So this is public notice to him that he shouldn't burn his credit.
That's right.
You are occupied now.
Well,
Yes. Are you going to say otherwise?
no, at
You
all.
dare not.
I won't.
You dare not.
I dare not. I daren't.
Did you want to tell me anything? No. Okay. Excuse me. Let me take a call. Let's see what people are thinking.
Okay.
We'll take one general call and one female call, okay?
Okay.
Hopefully the female one will be grandma. Hello, good morning. The female line is 014657190. 014657190. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning, sir. How are you?
Very fine, sir.
Yes.
My past will not be my nightmare.
Yeah, this must be Kade Mogaji.
I think so, sir.
Ah, how are you? Hi, Titi.
She's fine, sir.
Oh,
She's
that's
fine.
good. Okay.
Yes, sir. So, Uncle Jimmy, that was the quote. My past will not be my
Will
nightmare.
not be my nightmare. Yes. Thank you very
well,
much.
sir.
Well done.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's pick the one female line. Hello, morning. Hello?
Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Morning. Yes, this is Nigeria Info.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Please, I quite appreciate all the information you've been giving us on this station. I personally love this station a lot. My name is Neke calling from Aja area of Lagos.
Thank you.
Please, there is a particular thing I really want to ask as a question, not particularly a contribution I want to make this morning. Okay, as a wife, a full housewife, sort of, you've been married for like 15 years now, and you discover that you are no longer enjoying the marriage,
Yes.
or something happened in between or thereabouts. Although at the beginning of that marriage, it's not as if you and your husband saw yourself and you were like, okay, I love so person. It was through a connection. Let me put it like that. Okay.
Okay, so
on,
are you asking what you should do?
I'm just trying to say, okay, in a situation whereby you've given birth to like 3 kids and things like that.
Yes.
You don't really feel for the man any longer.
Yes,
You might
yes.
just say,
Yes.
does it really mean you should walk away or something?
Okay, we'll answer you now. Put on.
Okay.
What do you think? Should I say what I think?
Go ahead.
If you have any sense that it is no longer working for you, make sure you find a way out that will make your life more comfortable. Sometimes you can even, I don't know why we get so stressed up about simple things. I've seen people sit over dinner and decide to go their separate ways amicably. I believe that
you can still raise your kids together.
You can still raise your kids.
Yeah, you can still raise
I
your
believe,
kids
like
together.
I saw in a movie, I've forgotten how the saying went, but the implication is that it is better for children to come from a broken home, in which case they believe in one parent, than for them to live in a home that is broken already. So if unfortunately we get confused, especially with our religious leaders who want to enforce. You can't enforce peace, and I think we just subject, especially our women, to undue punishment by insisting, even at traditional
No,
levels.
but from the way she sounded, Jimmy, she didn't sound like someone who had rancor in her marriage. She just doesn't love it. She started from the beginning.
didn't
to
say she was the one,
Yes,
though.
I know that person, whoever that person is. What she was trying to say is that they did not mutually meet each other and fall in love, but they were introduced.
That
and
has
then
never-
they now went ahead and had 3 kids, but there has never been love in that marriage.
Why did she wait that long?
And they can still. I believe that marriage should be enjoyed, not endured.
Not endured, yes.
Yeah, I
yes.
believe it should be.
What
I
I
mean, life
believe
too
is what I
short.
believe is that
I want to be happy.
At any point that you realize that it's not working for you and you see it as a dead end, because there are some things that are sensitive to people. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe when you were dating you didn't see it, and then this is a no.
And Jimmy, when you meet
know?
people that are truly in love and have loved each other for years, there's a way they are. There's this they complete each other's sentences. You know, you still see them starry-eyed. You know, you still see them showing so much love to each other, holding hands, like my sister and her husband holding hands, my pastor and his wife, same thing. You see them still showing so much love to each other.
Yeah.
And then you are now married to a man. If he's in the parlor, you are in the room.
Yeah, you keep
All you do is cook
avoiding
his
him.
food, drop his food, and go away. You don't even talk. He doesn't call you. You don't call him. You don't send text messages. You don't even tell each other, I love you. The kids just see you, go through the motions of, are you taking the children to school or am I taking them? And everybody goes their way. And then you probably don't talk all day until you meet again at night. Sometimes you don't miss him when he's not there.
I also think that there's too much interference from outsiders and pressure on people who are inside the situation. You're not there with the person. When sometimes there are some women who can't sleep well at night. You don't know what the man is going to be up to. You never get to know yourselves very well until sometimes, unfortunately, when you are married. Because according to the Christian doctrine and whatever, they say you should not, you get what I'm saying? You should not test.
Yeah, that absolutely.
You should not test drive the vehicle before you buy it.
Exactly.
Then only for you to realize that it doesn't go to gear 3, but
that's
it goes
another
to gear 4.
wahala.
That's another wahala,
But those wahalas, that particular wahala we are talking about can be fixed. If both parties are willing to learn, it can be fixed. That is not the issue in this case.
Well, the issue in this case is that there's absolutely
there's no love.
No love.
So leave.
A
lot of times, the women who stay don't have jobs. They don't have savings. They depend on the men for everything. That's why they
can't
stay.
go.
So they can't go because they have nowhere to go.
I keep telling women, if you have a husband who doesn't want you to work or do anything, he is putting you in prison.
I would advise this woman
to
go for counseling.
At a professional place, so she shouldn't be
professional
going for,
place with her husband.
She shouldn't be going for. Let her go alone first. She shouldn't be going for deliverance and all these things because it will complicate. We have the religions we grew up into in the 60s as kids, grew up to know church, mosque, has suddenly become so complicated. I don't understand anymore. When I was young, you only go to church on Sundays.
Yeah.
I was a Muslim
only
though.
on Sundays, yeah.
You go to church on Sundays. On Monday, you go to Bible class in the neighborhood. These days, they say they're doing 7-day revival, 81 days.
When I was young, it was Sunday school in the morning, then the main service the same day.
And that is it.
And that's it.
But some of these things also consume the time that people would have. It is stressful.
It's true.
Yes.
It's true.
And
I think counseling will work for them. From the counseling, they will know if they are forging ahead or
what this woman is sure in her mind
that
maybe she cannot. Maybe every time the guy even makes a move towards her is a pain.
It will even be showing on her face because she will be repulsed by she'll be repulsed by
at times like that. You find
even.
Most of the time the woman is looking at the wall.
Kai. I bind it and I cast it out.
Cast
no, I don't want to be in that kind of marriage.
What was this thing you called this time? Eating tongue?
I tie that.
Tie that. That's an tie that situation. Tie that. Excuse me. Let me take one more call.
Yeah, sure.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
This is Mr. Fak. I'm calling you from Ojoalaba.
Yes, sir.
A man and a woman, they were introduced, and the woman see and agree and marry.
Yes.
Nobody force her.
Yes.
A woman and a man, that somebody introduced the marriage, they never date, they never love themselves. Then they have 4 children. Then they are comfortable, no fighting, no quarreling. Only that this woman have somebody she wanted to marry. Then they say she should marry another person. Now she wants to leave because she wants to go and meet that particular person that was in her mind.
Yes.
And she wants to go with the kids. Does she have the right to go with the kids? And if she goes with the kids, then does she have any right to be calling the man to be bringing money for the upkeep of the children? That's number one. Number two, this one you call general line and female line. Does it mean that still women still have the same right to be calling the general line?
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. I don't know where he got the first story from. He obviously has another thing in mind. And we need to give our women folk preference. I mean, listen, when you go somewhere, you get up for them. That's the way to do it and do it. We are affording our women some courtesies, and I don't think there's anything. And like when you want to talk about women, make your voice not they strong like that. Waiting happen. Come, they talk gently. Things of the mind and things of the heart are very, very difficult to handle. And I think that people should be left alone to their desires within reason. Within reason.
And no woman is going to carry 4 kids and go and give a man
It's not going to
that
carry
she
any
was
4
in love
kids.
with.
It's
Who
all-
is he waiting for her?
All that is emotional
Come on.
sentiment. No. Oh, by the way, I'm seeing here that Bunny Wailer is dead. You know Bunny Wailer, don't you?
No, I don't.
One of the Bob Marley group, Bunny Wailer.
Oh.
Yeah, you know they listen to reggae.
I only listen
Oh,
to
you
Bob,
form
Bob
my
Marley's.
hand.
I like Bob.
This guy, Bunny Wailer
Peter
was
Tosh, Bob, I
Bob
like-
Marley, Peter
yeah.
Tosh, yes. I listen to
How
reggae.
old? How old was he?
It must have been in his 70s. Dies at, let me see, 73.
73. Wow.
73. Right.
His soul rest in peace.
Amen. It says once a cheat, always a cheat. Oh, we've done that.
No,
Like
no.
father, like son. Look at this one. Is a tough one. This is written by a person called Tony. His name is Tony. He says, my dad cheated on my mother when we were young and went on to have a love child. Something I hated him for. Which one is his own? As we were a close-knit family. I'm now in my late 20s and I'm worried it could be the case of like father, like son. Aha! You see? I've cheated on quite a few girlfriends
feared
whenever
most?
I'm bored with them and currently have a son. My girl's parents refuse she should have anything to do with me. They believe I'm a gold digger, though this is out of the question. I'm ashamed of my behavior and I would really like to be a responsible husband and father one day soon. Yet I have this fear, like my father, I might end up always being unfaithful.
There's a solution.
He said what?
Marry the baby mama and stay there.
You don't have to marry somebody because he has a child for you.
But the
I don't
person
believe
he
in
loves does not want him.
But I don't believe in that. It's not a solution. Having a child is one thing, marrying is another. Let's get practical.
But cheating is bad. Why did he go
I
cheat?
have not said cheating is good. Mbok, I did not say cheating is good. What I said is that he does not have to marry a woman just because he had a child for him.
Anyway, he has joined his dad now. What he feared the most has finally caught up with him.
Should I read what Bunmi said?
What did he say?
Bunmi said, because he's more experienced than you.
Of
He
course.
says, being unfaithful is not something you inherit or born with. It's true that some people with unfaithful parents cheat, but this is only because they don't think there's anything wrong with it. You obviously believe it's wrong, so there's no reason why you should carry on like your dad. Next time you are tempted, remind yourself that you can choose how to behave. No one is forcing your eyes to rove. Then think about what other options you have. If a relationship bores you, then move on rather than cheat. Set yourself to find out why you keep
but
getting
men
stuck.
don't move on because of boredom.
No, it varies from person to person.
A lot of times it's just availability.
It made where I think the problem lies, especially in Africa, is this theory of one man, one wife. I believe that if we had kept to our own traditions, where you could respectfully marry 2 or 3, there would be less problem. And I mean it. That's my belief.
So men who marry
Because
two
we
or
are,
three
look,
don't
because
cheat.
because
They
we
still
are
go out.
we are being hypocritical about this. Because even the pioneer, those who pioneer these things, the pastors and so on and so forth, those who pioneer these things, they themselves always cheat. Sometimes cheat, not always. Yes, we know them now.
We already agreed not everybody cheats.
No, we said not everybody cheats, but you find a lot of it happens in look at one pastor that repeatedly his name keeps cropping up in one issue or the other. I believe that if we are stuck to our traditions where you could have 3, 4, 5, if you so desire, maybe the world would have been a better place.
Men who have 3, 4, 5 wives still have girlfriends.
Then they will become 6.
So they should just keep acquiring women.
Why not? If all of them are happy. I know there was a late chief in Ibadan. He had a very large estate. One of his children was my very good friend and classmate. They all lived happily together.
You think they lived happily?
At that time, yes, we went there.
From
We went there. The children were in one place. The wives, everybody had his own quarters. They all ate common.
and
It
they
depends.
were happy.
See, most of these things are in the mind. In the past, once you get to when a woman gets to about a certain age, she will go and look for one young maiden and say, "You woman lost some papa so that I can be relieved of this." If I had grandma's number, I'd have asked her what it was like in those days.
You go. What are you talking about? You
Yes,
go and marry wife and come and give your husband.
Yeah, it was
Igbo.
happening. It was happening. Ask in your town. It happened
was?
like that.
Why would I do that?
The woman would say, it reminds. I can't say this. I can say it in Yoruba, but I don't know if it's. There was an Alaji friend of mine. He's late now. I miss him so much. It wasn't literate.
Yeah, but it's not hard work
Wait,
now.
this Alaji friend of mine believes that once a woman stops her period, you should never have anything to do with her sexually. He told me one day, he said, "Oh, you more." So, in which case, he bound it, and his wife was under 50. He said she can do whatever she likes to himself and went and got one fine young girl, kept her in another house. So you see, these things depends on the environment. It depends on the
So
environment.
what do you advise in this case?
Which case?
He has a girl he loves and wants to marry, but he has philandered.
He said no, the major problem here is hidden. He said that they believe he's a gold digger. They have seen some signs.
But he has said that
they believe that he's a gold digger.
But he has already said that is not in question.
That is, but he is the one saying that. But he has presented himself as a gold digger.
But
He don't look.
I can see why the parents.
He don't look the Mercedes of the papa. He don't do all kinds of things.
I can understand why the parents would think that.
He must have shown some things in which they would have said to themselves, Baba is Olelele. You know that, especially as a male man, when you have a daughter, you always take a critical look that nobody else will see.
Yeah. But what would be the girl's choice in this situation? Because we have a lot of musicians, for instance, who have children all over the place. And the women they were dating before they started having children still go ahead and marry them.
Those ones are exceptions to the rule.
So are there gold diggers as well?
Well, maybe the question you should ask me, is it bad to be a gold digger?
Okay, so is it bad?
I don't know. The answer is blowing in the wind because it depends on your makeup. I'm a very proud person. Mbok, I'm very, very proud. I don't want to make anybody tell me anything. So, and I'm very confident with what I have. Not that I have much.
I'm very satisfied.
Very satisfied. And so if you have your Rolls Royce, good luck to you. If I have my Beetle, good luck to me. Things like that. When you go to people's houses, you don't look at what they have and make insinuations. You always spot a gold digger a mile away. They usually come in a very, very subservient manner.
But you're coming to dig gold in the father's house, not her house. She doesn't own those things. And the father is not going to give you his gold.
Some people believe it's related. Let's face it, if you married the daughter of Moshood Abiola when he was alive, that one will be gold.
But even abroad, we have people write, prenuptials. I own the gold. You ain't taking the gold. Sign it.
Have you heard of the prenuptial in Nigeria?
We should introduce it.
Let me take one more call.
If the father, for instance, goes ahead to say, let's do a prenuptial, then we'll know if he's a gold digger or not.
Let me take one more call from the female line. I'm hoping Grandma will come on. Hello. Yes, morning.
Good morning. Holy Jimi Disu.
Ma. Benny. I'm not Omonile that those way they sell land to. The Omonile we are no day for Kwebi.
Lagos for show.
Okay, yes.
You're talking about a woman and marriage or gold digger. Do a man who is under poverty, can he marry?
Under poverty,
a man
how?
who cannot look after himself, have even his own physical body. Would you allow your daughter to marry such a man?
My daughter self not go agree marry himself. And I know his own daughter too not go agree.
Never.
Marriage is all about profit making. So there are no people, women believe that when you marry, you went there to enrich yourself and to extend the rich to your home. That's the Eduwa.
That which Edo people, Bini or Ishan?
The Edo generally. Bini people make the Ishan now. The Ishan make the Auchi people. So they are related.
But Bila say you be Ishan.
Yes, I'm from Mesa now.
Hey, but yeah. Hey.
So the women, how does God look after women? How does God look after women? Tell me now.
And I go tell you next Wednesday. We have to go.
Okay.
It's 9:50, and I got to leave. I will leave quite soon. Rita, thank you very much. It was nice having you.
Yeah.
You should come back again. No?
I should.
Please don't forget the free sample. That
No, of course.
You will need about 8 years. How many years?
No, 6.
6 years.
6 years.
You sure 6 years go this?
I'll get him something good.
You know, I like to wear. You know, make I come out 1 yard from you and take do knicker.
Yes.
Now take do boxers. Okay, thank you very much, Rita.
Thank you for having me.
You. Tomorrow we are going to have Justin Bell. Justin Bell is the country manager of Virgin Atlantic. What is Justin coming to do tomorrow? Very simple. We've had reports that people get to the airports these days, they're traveling to the UK, and one thing or the other is missing. You know, one item or the other. They don't know how they're supposed to pay some £250, I think, for some whatever. Anyway, if come tomorrow, listen carefully. Justin Bell is going to tell you if you want to go to the United Kingdom as at today, I don't know what it will be like tomorrow. He will put you through the whole process. So you are quite prepared. Because what we have got to hear is that on one flight, for example, they had to drop close to 25 passengers because they didn't follow the proper COVID protocols. You know, traveling now is so expensive, Rita, and it's so difficult. If you want to go to London for 4 days, you want to go to London for 4 days, you go first do COVID test before you come reach here. When you did there, you go do COVID test. You go do another one before you begin come back. When you reach here again, you go do another COVID test. Then you go fill one form. You can spend up to 2 hours at border control, even with British passport. All these things Justin will put you through. Because we are aware that our children are going back to school, those of them who have the rich ones who have children in the UK. We have to provide that service for them. So we are doing you that treat tomorrow. Justin Bell will be here. He'll be here talking for about 30 minutes on when you want to travel to the United Kingdom, what are the things that are expected of you. But me, I'm not going to go anywhere. No transfer, no leave. Thank you very much, Rita. Thank you very much, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. God bless you. And Philip, God bless you too. So, see you all tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Bye.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. On Instagram at Nigeria Info Lagos for live updates as in 99.3 Nigeria Info.